A lot of people don't know about me is that my very first job, okay, at the tender age of 15 years old, was at a floral shop. It was called, look at that flowers in the back. It was called Kyle's Floral Studio. And it was on 6 Mile, and something. I know it was near the Rallies in Detroit, okay? It's probably not there anymore, but I got that job through a church that I was attending for a very, very long time, very dear to me. And I respect the leadership there. Bishop Edgar L. Van, it was at Second Ebenezer, okay? I got my job through the church, which was great. And I used to love making the floral arrangements. And at that particular job, we would actually prepare calla lilies and stuff like that together for Anita Baker's home. I believe it was in Grosse Pointe, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that was a very big thing. Like, oh my God, we deliver flowers like Anita, and I love Anita Baker. So it was like my favorite things with music, with the church, and with like all things nature wrapped together. And that was my beginning of working in the workforce. Okay, so I've carried that love of flowers even from my childhood to my first job all the way up until now, okay, my late 30s going into fabulous and 40. So one thing I want to let you guys know about is that do not look down on supermarket flowers. If you have a florist, like my first job was at a floral shop, go to them, support them, patron their business and things of that nature. But don't forget about the supermarkets, okay? They have the marked down flowers. Those are some good flowers that you can get. You guys are very smart. You know when you get the flowers that kind of come like this, you always want to cut down, okay? And I do have, I actually do have my gardening shears. You can see where I put them at, okay? Or sometimes I just use the scissors. I'm gonna be honest, okay? We're gonna keep it real today. We're gonna keep it real today. Sometimes my gardening shears. Oh, here we go. Okay, I got my gardening shears, okay? And again, if you have roses, you have thorns, make sure you protect yourself, okay? You want to cut at an angle down. So what you could do is you could piece some of these apart, right? Very carefully. These are from the supermarket. Do not look down on the supermarket bought flowers, okay? They can still add beauty and cheer to your home. This is a vase. It's broken in the back, okay? My kids broke it last year. I like it so much, and I've had this for so long. I'm going to keep it and find a way, something I can kind of put on the back. But what I do is I push it up against my plant stand, and it protects so nobody wouldn't hurt themselves. So you see the pretty front. I filled it with water. And it always comes with these little packets here. There are also some organic ways that you can prolong the life of your flower. Some people say sugar. I mean, it's all sorts of things. You can go look that up yourself. When you take your shears or your scissors, okay, when you're creating a floral arrangement, you want to kind of gauge the measure. You can either do it this way or put them inside of there to see how would that look. Does that look inviting or nice? No. So we want to cut these down a little bit so it can kind of be like, or if you're going for that look, you could do that. For me, that looks very like sparse, for lack of a better word, it looks cheap. You know what I mean? So we don't want to do that, okay? So I'm going to cut off probably about this much, okay? And you can test these out. Test it out on a few of them. All right? A lot of times you can test it out on like the greeneries, okay? So you can see I'm cutting them at an angle. See that at an angle there? Okay. Cut them at an angle. Ooh, that was hard. Now let's try it again. Much better. If you want to go down a little further next, you can, okay? If you want for like a very small, bouquet, the floral arrangement, you could do that. If you're going for something more full, let's keep going. So now we kind of got the height of what we want. This is so beautiful. And sometimes you can create different dimensions too. So I love the greenery in the back to be like a little taller. And then it kind of invites into the flowers, right? This is what I like to do for floral arrangements, okay? So that's what you want to kind of create dimensions in your floral arrangement, okay? And then you can kind of move it around. If you want like flower with like flower, I like to have a little variety, show diversity. That's the thing I love about nature, and I love that how God, the way He created nature is that everything kind of shows diversity. Even if it's the same, no flower is really alike. See, beautiful, unless you clone it, you know what I mean? But you get my drift. All right, and I love some of this stuff I like to keep its height. So it kind of peek through there, okay? It's so beautiful. And you can kind of keep you want the longer ones to kind of go on the sides and in the back. Sorry guys, I'm in my bathroom. I don't have any professional studio equipment yet, so I probably never will get any, but you know, I like it like this, okay? I got my greenery towards the back. It's a little tall. I got some of the beautiful longer flowers towards the sides. I love, like if you have baby's breaths or any type of flowers that are kind of like bunched together like that as a filler, I love to keep those a little taller too and add those in with my greenery. And again, this is store-bought, okay? It's from the supermarket. This is so beautiful. This is store-bought flowers. I want to put the yellow one like right there. Isn't that beautiful? Look how beautiful that is. We still have the greenery. We have another carnation here. Okay, I want to kind of have it matching the other side. You want to have it symmetrical, or you can do asymmetrical, however you like it, okay? But yeah, Kyle Floral Studio, I used to be able to help. We used to help make some of the floral arrangements for different places around the city of Detroit. And it was just really fun. It was a great experience. And if you have any pieces like this, you can even add this in there. And you're like, what you gonna do with that? Put it in the back. Greenery is still beautiful. Now this is, sadly, it broke off, okay? But you can use this for these little scrap pieces for what? You guessed it. For our Hugo Culture garden, okay? Any garden scraps you have, any kitchen scraps that you have, you can put those into your garden for compost, okay? That way it's waste not, want not. Now let's take a look at this beautiful floral arrangement. Do you like it? Isn't it beautiful? Store-bought, okay? So don't look down on those discount flowers. Pick them up, and they're still beautiful. Because a rose is still a rose. Baby girl, you're still a flower. Bye.